Okay, I'm back for a daily Lenormand reading. I know I haven't done them in a couple days. Um, it's got a lot going on. Really haven't had. I do my readings. I just haven't had time to make the videos. Not looking real great. With this deck, I really haven't had many negative readings in my personal deck that I put together and had printed. But this one is. I'm not really not looking real good. Anyway, I got the mountain. Okay, first card. And this is about something being blocked or isolated when that card, that mountain comes up there. But usually it's something that's very large. It's a blockage. It's something that's going to take some time to get through. And I have the child, and the child card is something minute, small, or whatever. Now that could be but normally, well, not normally. I can't say that because I haven't with these cards for years, like I have the tarot. But definitely a child or things that are small or something that is small. So there may be some kind of blockage I have going on there, but something that is actually, it is small, but I think maybe a learning disability seems to come up, or having difficulty grabbing something or learning something with them two cards. And it could be connected with a child, maybe, and this picture is uh, Sky, which she's 7 years old now. This was the picture I used for that card when I had the deck made. So it could well be her having, maybe she's trying to grasp something or having a difficult time grasping something at school today. I'll have to find out what the deal with that is. Um, but it's something, again, it can be myself or anything else. But I have the snake right here, right beside it, and that snake is always, up front, in your face, battles, attitudes, and problems. So there could be a confrontational child, or somebody acting childish, or a major confrontation up front over something very minute and small. Um, that seems to come up for the day with these two cards sitting next to each other. Now, it seems on these outer cards here, this 21 and this 7, uh, there, there's a blockage, or it could be an isolated incident where there is some kind of striking out that I kind of get with this. And I kind of get this because I think Sky is, she's 7 years old, maybe starting to rebel a little bit because she hasn't been able to see her mom the way she's been working lately, which she's not used to that. So that could be, she has done that to me a couple times, kind of rebel and strike out, especially doing homework and stuff like that. Well, mom, don't do it this way or that way. I've had a little issue, so that could be it. But again, I feel that whatever it is, it's something to make it. I almost get making a mountain out of a molehill with these two cards, with the mountain sitting there and the tiny thing there. Something very small that basically kind of being stubborn, solid like a rock, over something very tiny and very small, and it's going to definitely cause some kind of confrontation that goes on with that right there. Now the mountain and the snake, of course, I always look at the outer cards. It's just how that seems. You have, Lenormand reads different than tarot. Everything's always in combinations. So it seems to be, again, there's some kind of something that blocks the way, a limitation, and I don't know exactly what that is. And between those two, with the child sitting there, it could be something small as blocking the way. And again, I think kind of make a mountain out of a molehill is what I am getting. And funny, this picture actually was taken in the mountains, or up on Pilot Mountain that we live right at the bottom of. That's actually where that was taken of. So, but this connection here seems to be, I think, issues and problems, making something big out of something small. And again, it could well be maybe a learning. Maybe I need to learn some things, especially dealing with Gavin. Something small could be a big issue or something like that to me, because maybe it's something I don't know or understand. Um, and it's just a learning curve that needs to go on there. But basically, that's what I'm really getting with this is some kind of a learning disability or difficulties grasping something, and some kind of confrontation or lashing out about it. And more than likely, I think it's going to deal with a child, or it's going to be something minute or small that creates the entire issue that probably could have had a easy, quick fix. But I think it may deal with, maybe the way we do. I sit down and do her homework with her tonight. So that's just what I need to look at. I'm not feeling anything uh, other than making a mountain out of a molehill. That's coming to me strong. And confrontation. And it's also maybe a need to, for me to, with the snake here, about maybe lashing out, um, you know, at a child if they make me angry and so forth. They're, something I need to look at and not do, uh, or find a different way to do it. So that's very very good to know. Looking, that's the things that's. I'm going to pull another card and see what. Well, I've got the star card, so that tells me uh, star very very positive, like the tarot. It's a big deal. So whatever the deal is, it's going to basically be that star card is going to, I think, come out and things will turn out great with it. It just seems to be getting past that issue right there. And with that snake and that star sitting next to each other, it's, I think, even though it's going to be challenging and difficult and there's going to be issues with it, I think that there's going to be able, because this is a very creative type energy, some type of creative solution, some way of coming up to get over this difficult situation with that star card there. Star card, uh, like I said, a lot like the tarot, as most people do study the tarot, that use Lenormand. Well, the people I know anyway. But anyway, that again, that star card is, always about it. Again, it's kind of like the hopes and faith and stuff like that, but a lot of times it's destiny when that comes up. Things that you dream about, and things for the future and so forth. And it's a lot about using your imagination too, and that's the reason I'm saying, maybe it's gonna something creative is gonna have to be done to settle this entire situation that's going on here. You know, time to basically, yeah, use your imagination, but um, to to see things, or even having your intuition kick in and kind of show you the way of how to deal with this situation right here. But this is basically uh, kind of new things that are coming about with that star card right there. Um, it is a very healing energy, so it's finding a way to find encouragement and change the direction, the way things are going with this entire situation. That star card is very very good, showing up there for me. So really glad to see that one. That's going to be my Lenormand reading for today. I do thank you for watching, and I'll be back.